Let's go back to this Saturday's main event. We spoke to Anthony Smith earlier. Now let's talk to the other half of the main event. Let's talk to the one and only Alexander Gustafsson, who was kind enough to join us via the phone. Alex, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Are you, Ariel? Good?
I'm doing great, yes, and I appreciate you joining us on Fight Week. I know it's very hectic.
Thank you.
Are the Swedish, fight weeks for you a little more hectic? Do you like it when you're the focus of all the attention?
No, I love to be home. I love to be here and be home and just be in fight week. I feel relaxed and calm, and I do the same media as always. So nothing more, nothing less. Just enjoy my time.
From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, you have like almost like a farm or a compound very far away from Stockholm, right? Like 90 minutes away. Is that where you spend a lot of your time?
Yeah, I got a farm. I got a farm. I live in Stockholm, but I got a farm approximately about 1 hour and 20 minutes from the city center. So it's not that far.
Okay, but it's very removed. Like it's very like there's nothing around you. Correct?
Yeah, you got a neighborhood too, but it's countryside. It's way out at on the countryside. The only thing you have around you is trees, fucking. Sorry, I mean trees and fields and I mean like lakes and stuff like that. Just calm and relaxation,
Is
basically.
is that where you spend your camp to be away from everyone?
No, I do my camps in Stockholm. I live in Stockholm, so I do my camp. I got the gym here, but I go out there as soon as I can when I have some free time and rest body and soul.
Okay. I was looking at your resume, and since 2015, you have fought once a year, and so this kind of feels like a quick turnaround for you because you've just fought six
Yeah.
months
No,
ago.
I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that. It's no more fights, one fight a year. I'm trying to. I'm gonna, put up the pace now, and I'm gonna take this fight. I start with the atmosphere in the Globe and in Stockholm, and take it from here. I'm just gonna stack them up and take one fight at a time and try to compete as much as I can.
Why did you switch the way you're gonna go after these fights? Why change the approach now?
No, it's just it's not my thing. Just going two fights a year, one fight a year. It's too late. It doesn't work like I can't keep doing that shit. So I'm just gonna and it's been because of different factors. Some of them has been injuries. Some of them has been like because it's title fights. And I've been up there and I've been putting everything I have in every fight. I mean, like every title fight, and it's just been like once a year. So it's not really my thing anymore. I feel like I feel like it's you know I, let's go back to where when I started. Started my career. I didn't care who I fought, when I fought, where I fought. I just took one fight at a time, and my only goal was to win that fight, nothing else. And that's from at today. I'm just want to fight more and have fun doing it.
My understanding is you actually wanted to fight sooner, but you kind of stuck around because this card is in Sweden. Is that accurate?
No, no, baby, no, yeah, no. I'm lucky to fight here in Sweden at the Globe, but at that time, I just wanted to have a fight. After the John fight, I felt like I need a new fight right away. I just need to get in there again. But I turned out fighting here, and I just love to have that opportunity to fight at home. So I'm really happy about this opportunity and fighting Anthony Smith.
Can I ask you where are you right now, Alex?
At hotel, fight hotel.
Is it? I hate to be rude, but is it possible to ask the people next to you to be a little quiet because it's hard to hear you?
Ah, I can move. I can move. 1 second.
Okay, okay. Because there was a lot of commotion.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm here now. Yeah, you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
And I apologize for asking you to move.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Were you surprised when he took this fight so soon after the loss to Jon Jones?
Well, no, not really. I think he wanted to fight me for a long time, and this is his opportunity. So, yeah, I think he wanted this fight.
Did you hear his comments? Just a couple of days after when he was on my show, he did an interview where he talked about how he wasn't really into this fight, but he's going to do it because they asked him to do it, and it seemed like he was really conflicted. And I just spoke to him.
Ah,
Did you hear any of this?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true. Yeah.
What did you make of that?
No, nothing, nothing. And Anthony Smith is first of all, he's a great guy, but he's also a true fighter.
Right.
Wherever he is, wherever he fights, he comes really to fight, and he got some serious power in his hands. He rushes people, and he just doing his thing. Uh, well, he will be ready. He will be more than ready for this fight. This is his opportunity, as mine. I have to be ready for it, and
Yeah.
it's my hometown. I have to make a statement. I lost to John, and here I am now fighting again. I have to make a statement to show people that first of all, it's a great opponent, and also it's in my hometown, and I come from a loss. I'm up for the challenge and I'm ready for it. I can't wait to face him.
Yeah, and he told us earlier, just to be clear, that he's not feeling that way anymore. It was just sort of fresh after
Yeah.
the loss. And I'm wondering, you fought John before. You watched, I'm sure, his fight against John. Were you impressed that he went the distance with John? Like, obviously that was a very one-sided fight for Jon Jones, but was there anything out there that he did against Jon Jones that impressed you?
No, not really. I
Okay.
don't think I haven't based any strategy for watching that fight at all. No game plan at all. I don't think Anthony really was himself in that fight because in other fights he's just been crushing legends. He's been going through people like a train, and this fight he just took a beating for 5 rounds. So I don't know. I don't take anything from that fight at all. He's a tough guy. He's a guy. It's hard to finish him. And even if it's a really bad situation for him in the fight, he just he's staying composed. He doesn't stress. He's dangerous. So yeah, I'm ready for the best Anthony.
Were you surprised that he didn't take the illegal knee? Like, if you were in that position, would you have done the same thing, or would you have? Because he could have won the
No,
belt.
just keep. No. That's not the way you win a belt. I would just keep going like he did. He's a fighter. He's a
Yeah,
warrior, that guy. So
that's the honorable thing to do.
yeah, 100%.
I would have taken the belt, by the way. That's
Okay, no
life-changing money
comments.
right there. You
No,
get the
no,
rematch,
no
right?
comments. No comments. Yeah, but you need to have some warrior spirit too, and no
Well,
comments.
that's the difference between you guys and me, I guess. You guys do something that I can never.
Maybe.
Yes.
I think it's a true samurai in you too.
All right. Fair
So
enough. Thank you for that. And when you were offered this fight against Anthony, did you like the opponent for Sweden, or was there someone else that you had in mind?
yeah, no. I like the opponent.
Because there was a weird thing
Uh,
between you and Corey Anderson. Like, the day the fight was announced, you guys were.
yeah,
What happened there?
no, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight Corey Anderson one day. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm happy to fight Anthony Smith here, and he's a very entertaining fight. Comes to fight, and it's gonna be a war, I'm truly happy that I'm facing him.
You have fought, as a member of the UFC, you have fought in your home country 3 times. You have 2 victories and 1 defeat. I was at the one fight against Rumble Johnson. I'll never forget that fight because it was at like 4 a.m. to accommodate the
Yeah,
American.
it was crazy.
It was crazy. And I just remember the crowd just was completely silent after what happened. Do you remember that
Yeah,
feeling?
no,
Everything, it was such a big fight for you, and it was in that big stadium, right? Do you think about that? Like, the feeling of losing at home is probably something that you never want to experience again. Do you use that as motivation, that
no,
experience?
absolutely, yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, that was the fight I shouldn't have lost at all, but I did it, and it was a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
But so absolutely, it's something that I have in my mind, and in a good way. It motivates me a lot, and the only thing I'm thinking about is not being in that situation, in that position again, ever. As long as I'm doing this shit and competing and being active, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stay undefeated in my hometown, in my home country. So That's, I mean, from that loss. I know now and in the future, I'm just going to be every fight I do in Sweden, in Stockholm. I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to make sure I get the W every time. So
Someone asked me recently, what is at stake in this fight? And I don't know if a title shot is necessarily at stake because both of you just fought, Jon. And I asked Anthony that
yeah,
question, and for him, he's just like, I just want to get the feeling that the embarrassment from my performance against Jon because I'm so unhappy with it. I need to get it out of my system. And so I want to ask you the same question for you. What is at stake in this fight? What are you fighting for in this one?
to make a statement, to make a statement. I just feel like I didn't. I want to show people that I belong at the top. I belong at the top to fighting the best guys, and also it's in my hometown. So it's I just want to go in there and perform like like I have never done before. Just fucking do my thing and get that W and get that feeling of winning again, and just pile them up one of one at a time, and let's see what the future brings.
So do you sort of sympathize with what he's saying about like the bad feelings that you want to get out of your system after the fight against
Yeah,
Jon?
yeah, of course, we all competitors here. We do it for one reason. And that reason is just, you know, we're all fighting for one reason, and that is because we want to stand in that octagon with a W and having that feeling in you, and that's why we do this, and you just want to get that loss. You would just want to, you know, you just want to forget that loss and keep moving and keep winning and have that flow and that feeling in your body. It's the best thing you can do as a competitor and as a fighter.
Have you watched that fight a lot in the build up to this fight?
No, yeah, of course I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay.
But yeah, it is what it is. It's John. It's not human. No, just kidding. No, it's yeah, but like it's he's a beast in every way. So it is what it is. I'm fine by it now. I'm not fine with it because it's a loss, and a loss is a terrible thing to have on your record, and to have it with you as a fighter. But it's sport. We're doing sports here. We have to move on. Life goes on. Like we have more fights to do. We have more like more like fighters to fight. So I'm here, man. I'm here to take just one fight at a time and get that W and just keep going and see what I'm at, where I'm at end up in the future.
And how is your groin feeling?
Sorry.
Your groin, because you injured your groin in that fight, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's much better. Yeah. No, I hurt really bad. I've
Yeah.
been I've been hurt in fights. I've been hurt. But this was something extra. I never felt this way before. It was just a well-placed knee from nowhere, and he shut me down totally. No footwork whatsoever. No kicks. No nothing. No knees. The only thing I could do was pressure. I couldn't even defend the takedown. I couldn't even get up when it was on top of me, and nobody can hold me down. I'm telling you. Doesn't matter if it's John or DC or whoever is on top of me. I'm getting up. That's my thing. Nobody holds me down like that. I couldn't. I was I was stuck on the ground there. I had so much pain, but that's history now.
Well, and did you need surgery on it? No, right?
No. But I had a kind of bad bleeding uh,
Wow.
in the groin, and we have a really we have a some bones in there that just that I hurt a little bit. So I got some. I don't know how to say it in English. Never mind. But yeah, it was hurt bad, but I didn't operate it or anything. I just had to treat it.
Okay. And my last thing for you, Alex, is it possible that your career is on the line? Like I heard that you said recently, like that if Anthony Smith beats me, maybe I don't have it anymore. Is that the mindset that you have going into this fight?
I always had that mindset. I always go in here to win. I don't do this to lose. I don't do this to be the number two guy. I do this to win and to be the best. You know, Not, so it's every fight for us. and for me, for all of our fighters, and for me, it's just like every fight is it's your career. It's on the line. Your career is on your line. Nobody wants to see uh, you know you don't want that loss on your record. That's how it is. So and that's my mindset. I don't lose. I just go in there to win. Nothing else.
I can't wait for this fight. Alex, thanks so much for doing it. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the show. Good luck to you this week. Good luck in the fight on Saturday. I wish you the best.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, there he is, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.